I recall it with perfect clarity. A few years back, I would boil 2 eggs each morning, convinced I was making an excellent choice for my health. After all, for generations, we've been told that eggs are the pinnacle of protein, haven't we? But then, during a routine health screening, my doctor looked at me directly and inquired, "Are you certain you're consuming enough protein to preserve your muscle mass?" I chuckled and replied, "Of course, I have eggs every single day." He simply shook his head, and on that day I learned a fact that left me utterly stunned. It turns out that eggs provide only about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. While not terrible, it is certainly not the best available. Meanwhile, there are other foods out there that offer 4 to 5 times that amount. The most alarming part is that almost no one over the age of 60 is aware of their existence. Gradually and silently, insufficient protein intake leads to the disappearance of our muscle mass, making our steps slower, our legs weaker, and falls a greater likelihood. This is why today I want to share with you the top 10 foods that provide more protein than eggs, ranked from number 10 down to the one that scientists are currently investigating for its potential to help stroke survivors rebuild muscle. It sounds incredible, but every assertion I am about to make is supported by published research. Before we begin, please take a moment to leave a comment and let us know where in the world you are watching from and how your energy levels have been recently. We read every comment and truly enjoy hearing from you. All right, let's get started. Food number 10 is an item you've likely seen many times but never understood just how much strength it could provide. Number 10, Greek yogurt. Non-fat, strained, and surprisingly potent. You have probably heard that Greek yogurt is beneficial for you, but most older adults do not realize the significant amount of muscle-supporting protein packed into the non-fat strained variety. With 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams, it substantially surpasses a boiled egg, which offers a mere 6.3 grams. That is nearly double the protein with none of the additional fat. So, what makes Greek yogurt so distinctive? The secret lies in its preparation. This type of yogurt is filtered not just once or twice, but 3 times, which removes much of the liquid whey and lactose. What remains is a thick, creamy yogurt that is dense in protein and gentle on the digestive system. A 2020 study published in Nutrients discovered something remarkable. Seniors who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily preserved 25% more muscle mass over a 12-week period, especially when they combined it with regular walking. This represents real, measurable protection against age-related muscle loss. Even better, Greek yogurt is easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Even individuals with mild lactose sensitivity typically digest it well. Just be certain you are selecting the plain, non-fat version, not those laden with syrupy fruit or added sugar. Want to enhance its benefits? Add a spoonful of ground flax seeds or a handful of fresh berries. You can also blend it into your morning smoothie, whip it into a savory dip, or use it as a base for a creamy dressing. Now prepare yourself, because up next is a protein powerhouse you likely already have, and it has been sitting untouched in your kitchen cabinet for years. Coming in at number 9, cooked chickpeas. Per 100 grams, chickpeas provide approximately 11.2 grams of protein, quietly outperforming eggs when it comes to supporting aging muscles. But what makes chickpeas even more valuable is that they offer more than just protein. They are also loaded with dietary fiber, something that eggs completely lack. This additional fiber helps maintain regular digestion, regulates blood sugar levels, and reduces chronic inflammation, all of which play a significant role in preserving muscle as we age. In fact, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who started replacing animal protein with plant-based sources, like legumes, experienced up to 26% less muscle loss over time. The reason for this is lower inflammation and healthier gut bacteria, two things that legumes naturally help improve. But that's not all. Chickpeas are also an excellent source of magnesium, an essential mineral for proper muscle contraction and faster recovery. Without sufficient magnesium, muscles can weaken, tighten, and tire easily. To reap the most benefits, it is best to soak chickpeas overnight before cooking. This process softens them, improves their digestibility, and increases the amount of nutrients your body can actually absorb. Once cooked, the possibilities are endless. Blend them into a creamy hummus with a splash of olive oil and lemon juice, roast them for a crunchy and satisfying snack, or mix them into hearty stews and curries. But up next is a food that is even smaller, yet surprisingly more potent. Let's discuss the protein-packed bite that most people walk right past. Number 8. Cooked quinoa. Once cooked, quinoa offers about 14 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. That is correct, complete protein. Unlike most plant-based foods, quinoa naturally contains all 9 essential amino acids, the ones your body cannot produce on its own. This means your muscles can effectively use the protein from quinoa to rebuild, recover, and grow stronger. One key reason quinoa is exceptional for older adults is its high content of lysine, an amino acid that plays a major role in muscle repair, calcium absorption, and collagen production. According to a 2022 study published in Nutrients, older adults who incorporated quinoa into their daily meals saw a 9% increase in leg strength within just 8 weeks compared to a control group that ate plain white rice. To make quinoa even more effective, soak it overnight. This step helps reduce natural compounds like saponins, which can interfere with nutrient absorption, and it enhances how much of the protein your body can utilize. For cooking, substitute water with bone broth or low-sodium vegetable stock to add extra minerals. Toss in a bit of turmeric and black pepper for a gentle anti-inflammatory effect. Need ideas? Quinoa works wonderfully in warm grain bowls, savory breakfasts, or mixed into vegetable stir-fries. Top it with mushrooms, greens, or even a soft-boiled egg for a protein-rich, filling meal. And the best part, just 3/4 of a cup per day can lead to noticeable improvements in muscle recovery and energy levels, but only if you consume it regularly. Now, coming up next, it's a protein source revered by athletes, yet strangely overlooked by most seniors. And once you learn what it does, you may never view it the same way again. At number 7, pumpkin seeds. With 19 grams of protein in every 100 grams, pumpkin seeds contain nearly twice the protein you would get from the same quantity of eggs. But here is where they truly excel. It is not just about the protein content. They come loaded with magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 minerals that many older adults tend to be deficient in, especially after the age of 60. Why are these minerals so critical? Magnesium supports proper muscle contractions and helps prevent cramping. Iron ensures your muscles receive the oxygen they need to function and repair themselves. Zinc helps rebuild muscle tissue and keeps your body's recovery systems running smoothly. Without enough of these nutrients, even a high-protein diet can prove insufficient. Your body simply cannot use the protein efficiently if these key minerals are missing. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food revealed that daily consumption of pumpkin seeds helped reduce muscle inflammation by up to 38% in older adults over a period of just 12 weeks. This is not just maintenance, it is the reversal of hidden chronic inflammation that breaks down muscle tissue over time. To get the most from pumpkin seeds, stick to the raw, unsalted variety. This way, you avoid unnecessary sodium and processing that can negate the benefits. Sprinkle them over Greek yogurt, toss a spoonful into your smoothie, or grind them into a creamy seed butter that is both delicious and protein-rich. Now, coming up is a food typically seen on gym menus, but when used correctly, it can be a game changer for older adults seeking to stay strong and independent. In the number 6 spot, tempeh. With 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, tempeh significantly surpasses what eggs offer. But what truly distinguishes it is not just the quantity, but how that protein is delivered. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, Tempeh is derived from whole soybeans that have been fermented, and that single process changes everything. Fermentation not only makes it easier for older adults to digest, but also unlocks additional nutrients that protect muscle tissue from age-related breakdown. Tempeh provides all 9 essential amino acids, which means your body can effectively use it to rebuild and maintain muscle. It is also naturally rich in leucine, the amino acid that helps initiate muscle growth. This is particularly important after 60, when the body starts responding less effectively to protein. But here is a benefit most people overlook: gut health. Thanks to its fermentation, tempeh contains probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that reside in your digestive tract. These microbes do not just aid with digestion, they directly influence how well your body absorbs and utilizes protein. A major study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with a more diverse and healthy gut microbiome retained 18% more lean muscle mass over a year compared to those with poor gut health, even if their diets were similar. So, tempeh is not just feeding your muscles, it is providing your gut with the tools to unlock that fuel. Want to make it part of your meals? Slice it thin and pan-sear it with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar. This brings out a rich, savory flavor without relying on sugar or heavy oils. You can crumble it into stir-fries, layer it in sandwiches, or sprinkle it over salads. Its firm texture and nutty taste make it an excellent substitute for meat in almost any dish. Up next, we are moving into a completely new category of protein, one that is quietly becoming a game changer for people over 60. Number 5. Spirulina. For every 100 grams, it provides a staggering 29 grams of protein, nearly triple what you get from eggs. Studies indicate that up to 85% of the protein in spirulina is bioavailable. This means your muscles can absorb and convert it into strength more easily than many animal-based proteins. And since spirulina supplies all 9 essential amino acids, including a generous amount of leucine, it sends a clear message to your aging muscles. It is time to rebuild. But spirulina's benefits do not end with protein. It also combats one of the silent adversaries of muscle health in seniors: inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation can decelerate muscle repair and accelerate muscle loss. Fortunately, spirulina contains a unique compound called phycocyanin, which was shown in a 2022 nutrient study to lower C-reactive protein, CRP, by 32%, a key marker for inflammation. Simultaneously, it boosts nitric oxide levels, helping to improve blood flow so that nutrients can reach and heal muscle fibers more quickly. You do not need to consume large quantities of powder to experience the benefits. The easiest way to use spirulina is to add a teaspoon to your morning smoothie with banana, spinach, and walnuts, or stir it gently into warm oatmeal right after cooking. You can also mix it into energy balls made with dates, seeds, and nut butter for a protein-packed snack. Just 1 teaspoon a day, used consistently, can lead to noticeable improvements in muscle strength, energy, and recovery in just a few weeks. If this video has been helpful so far, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Number 4. Hemp seeds. With approximately 35 grams of protein per 100 grams, unlike many other plant sources, hemp delivers all 9 essential amino acids in the precise proportions your body needs to build and repair muscle. This is a rare quality. Even quinoa, often praised for being a complete protein, does not match hemp's amino acid profile as accurately. Why is this important after 60? Because as we age, the body becomes more resistant to protein absorption. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that seniors who included complete plant proteins like hemp in their daily meals had better muscle retention, faster recovery after exercise, and less fatigue than those relying on incomplete sources. They are also a rich source of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, including a unique one called GLA, gamma-linolenic acid. GLA has been shown to support joint health, reduce inflammation, improve mental clarity, and even offer heart protective benefits, all important factors for healthy aging. So, how do you use them? The easiest way is raw. Just a spoonful goes a long way. Sprinkle them over warm vegetables, stir them into oatmeal, or blend them into smoothies. Their soft texture and mild, nutty flavor make them easy to add to almost anything. And because they are easy to digest, they are gentle on aging stomachs as well. One thing to avoid: do not cook hemp seeds over high heat, as their delicate oils can break down and lose their benefits. Up next, we are moving toward a protein that does not just support recovery. It may help rebuild strength at the cellular level, and yet almost no one over 60 is consuming it. Number 3, seitan. This is not a supplement. Also known as wheat meat, seitan is a dense, meat-like food made from vital wheat gluten, and it delivers an astonishing 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. This puts it on par with the highest protein cuts of meat, but without the saturated fat digestive heaviness or inflammation that often accompany eating animal products. Here is what makes seitan a standout choice for people over 60. It is incredibly easy for the body to break down and absorb. During its processing, most of the starch and fiber from the wheat are removed, leaving behind a concentrated form of pure protein. This is excellent news for aging digestive systems, which often struggle to extract nutrients from heavy or complex meals. In fact, research published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN in 2022 showed that seniors who included plant-based protein isolates like seitan in their diet retained 21% more lean muscle than those who followed a more traditional mixed diet. So it is not just filling, it is functional. Seitan is naturally low in fat and carbohydrates, making it a smart option for anyone managing diabetes, cholesterol, or trying to lose weight. It provides you with protein power without the blood sugar spikes or extra calories. And when it comes to cooking, seitan is incredibly versatile. Its chewy, satisfying texture makes it feel more like meat than tofu or tempeh ever could. You can slice it into stir fries, pan-sear it with garlic and olive oil, grill it into savory strips, or roast it with your favorite marinade for a plant-based barbecue that is full of flavor and bite. To enhance its nutritional impact even further, serve it with vitamin C-rich vegetables like bell peppers or kale. Why? Because the non-heme iron in seitan is absorbed more effectively when paired with vitamin C. And if that surprised you, hold on tight, because next up is a food that goes even further. Aged for over a year, it melts in your mouth. And thanks to its unique structure, it helps your body absorb protein up to 30% more effectively than meat. Number 2, Parmesan cheese. This cheese delivers an impressive 42 grams of protein per 100 grams, which means it surpasses eggs, most cuts of beef, and has more than twice the protein of milk or cottage cheese. But the real magic is not just in how much protein it contains, it is in how easily your body can utilize it. Because Parmesan is aged for 12 to 36 months, the proteins inside are already partially broken down into free-form amino acids. This makes digestion much easier, a factor that becomes more important as we age and enzyme production begins to slow down. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that older adults absorb amino acids from aged cheeses like Parmesan nearly 30% more efficiently than from regular meat. So you get more benefit per bite with less work for your digestive system. Parmesan also contains a generous amount of leucine, the amino acid your body needs to trigger muscle protein synthesis, the very process that helps rebuild and protect muscle tissue. Just 30 grams of Parmesan provides over 1.5 grams of leucine, enough to meet the minimum required to kickstart muscle growth, which is especially important in preventing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. To enjoy its full potential, try adding freshly grated Parmesan to warm dishes like roasted vegetables, omelets, or whole grain bowls. Heating the dish just slightly helps release more of Parmesan's natural aroma and flavor, something that can help boost appetite, which many older adults struggle with. And here is the beauty of it. You do not need much. Just a few tablespoons can provide a powerful protein boost without overwhelming your plate. Coming up next, Our number one food is not something you will find in the dairy aisle or even the meat section. It is rich, dense, and packed with a type of protein your muscles crave. Yet, almost no one over 60 is eating it. Number one, dried fish powder. Made by dehydrating lean fish like cod or pollock, once the water is removed, what remains is a fine powder that is almost entirely protein. 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That is nearly twice as much as eggs, more than chicken breast, and even higher than many whey-based supplements. Yet, it remains largely unknown and underutilized, especially among older adults. The protein in dried fish powder is absorbed quickly and efficiently, which means your muscles can begin using it almost immediately for repair and growth. A 2020 clinical study published in Clinical Nutrition tracked seniors who consumed dried cod powder daily without changing their exercise routines. The participants gained 19% more lean muscle mass in just 10 weeks. No pills, no gym, just high-quality usable protein. What makes it even more effective? It is rich in essential amino acids, especially leucine, the key signal your body needs to turn on muscle protein synthesis. Research from Harvard shows that most older adults do not get enough leucine through their typical meals, but just 25 grams of fish powder provides over 3 grams of leucine, well beyond the threshold needed to trigger muscle growth. This powder blends easily into soups, stews, mashed vegetables, and even savory oatmeal for a powerful protein-packed breakfast. It stores well, does not spoil easily, and does not require chewing, making it an excellent choice for older adults with swallowing difficulties or a low appetite. Just make sure to choose a food-grade version with no added salt, flavors, or preservatives, because this is not just a food, it is a therapeutic tool for restoring strength, especially in the years when muscle is hardest to maintain. Now, you know there are powerful protein sources out there that go far beyond eggs. From humble chickpeas to dried fish powder, these foods do not just add protein to your plate. They help rebuild strength, improve recovery, and protect your independence as you age. Even one small change can make a significant difference. So, which one will you try first? Comment below and let us know. You might just inspire someone else. And if this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. If you would like to support the channel, you can click the thanks icon below and buy us a small coffee. Every little bit helps us continue creating videos that support your health and freedom, because staying strong after 60 is not about luck. It is about what you choose to put on your plate.